Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Raquel Rodriguez has threatened Rhea Ripley after injuring her on this week's edition of WWE NXT. Ripley was ambushed in the parking lot by Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Following the injury to Ripley, WWE confirmed that the Eradicator would be sidelined for an unknown period. On social media, she reflected on the injury by putting Rodriguez and Morgan on notice. "Mistake number one, you left me breathing," wrote Ripley. In response to Ripley's message, Rodriguez threatened the former WWE Women's World Champion. The 33-year-old claimed Ripley could watch the Judgment Day thrive while she is sidelined. "Be happy we left you with one good eye to watch us thrive," wrote Rodriguez. Vince Russo wants Liv Morgan to end her alliance with Raquel Rodriguez. Vince Russo wants Liv Morgan to end her alliance with Raquel Rodriguez. The veteran highlighted how Ripley got the better of Rodriguez during a recent edition of Monday Night Raw. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Bro Down, Russo briefly discussed a brawl between Ripley and the Judgment Day. He said, "Last Saturday, 6 days ago, we see that Liv Morgan now has muscle. 6 days later, Rhea Ripley is kicking the muscles B*TT. Russo continued, "Does that make any sense? If I'm Liv Morgan, fire her. She certainly didn't protect you. Fire her. She hires a bodyguard, not even a weekend. Rhea Ripley is knocking the bodyguard around." At the Bad Blood Premium Live event, Rodriguez returned to WWE television after a 7-month hiatus. She prevented Ripley from winning the Women's World Championship and turned heel for the first time since 2021. This was also the first time she had turned heel on the main roster. With Ripley sidelined, Rodriguez will aim to accompany Liv Morgan for her upcoming match against Nia Jax at the Crown Jewel Premium Live event. The dim lights of the NXT arena flickered to life, bathing the excited crowd in hues of purple and gold. Fans buzzed with anticipation, waiting for the night's main event, a highly anticipated showdown between Raquel Rodriguez and Rhea Ripley. The air crackled with tension as the ring crew made final adjustments, setting the stage for what many believed could be a defining moment in women's wrestling. Just moments before the bell rang, the atmosphere thickened. Raquel, a powerhouse in the women's division, strode confidently to the ring, her demeanor a mix of determination and simmering fury. The audience erupted in cheers as she entered the squared circle, her eyes locked on the entrance ramp, awaiting her opponent. The crowd was about to witness a clash of titans, but little did they know that this was just the beginning of a much larger feud. As the unmistakable notes of Rhea Ripley's entrance music filled the arena, the crowd erupted into a deafening cheer. The Nightmare stepped into the spotlight, her presence commanding and fierce. She was a warrior, renowned for her resilience and strength, and tonight was no different. But as she made her way down the ramp, a dark cloud loomed over her. Raquel had made it clear in recent weeks that she intended to put an end to Rhea's reign of terror in the division. The match started with a bang, both competitors showcasing their athleticism and strength in a thrilling back-and-forth exchange. Raquel's raw power clashed with Rhea's agility and technique, creating a spectacle that kept fans on the edge of their seats. But as the match progressed, it became clear that Raquel was wrestling with an edge, fueled by something deeper than mere competition. She was out for revenge. A pivotal moment arrived when Rhea executed a stunning dropkick that sent Raquel staggering. Sensing an opportunity, Rhea climbed to the top turnbuckle. But Raquel was not done yet. Fueled by a mix of adrenaline and resentment, she targeted Rhea's shoulder, applying a painful submission that echoed her intention to dismantle her rival piece by piece. Rhea fought valiantly, her face contorted in pain, but Raquel's grip tightened, the pressure mounting. In a split second, Rhea's shoulder popped out of its socket, and a collective hush fell over the audience. The referee rushed in, unsure of whether to stop the match, but Rhea shook her head, determined to continue. As the match reached its climax, Raquel delivered a devastating finishing blow, pinning Rhea for the 3 count and securing the victory. The audience erupted into a mix of cheers and boos, the mixed emotions palpable in the air. Raquel stood tall in the center of the ring, a victorious grin plastered on her face, while Rhea writhed in pain, clutching her injured shoulder. As Raquel celebrated her hard-fought victory, the reality of the situation began to sink in. Rhea had made an enemy tonight, and Raquel was not one to take lightly. With a sudden shift in her demeanor, Raquel turned to the camera, her expression turning cold and serious. "You know, Rhea," she began, her voice dripping with venom. "You should be happy tonight. Happy that I didn't end your career right here in this ring." The crowd fell silent, the weight of her words hanging in the air. "You think you're untouchable, that you can do whatever you want without consequences. But trust me, you're not as invincible as you believe." The tension was palpable as Raquel continued, "I've had enough of your games, your mind games. You've walked around here like you own the place, but you're not the only one who can dominate. You may have been the nightmare, but tonight, I've awakened something in you. I'm coming for everything you hold dear." Rhea, still on the mat, glared up at Raquel, her eyes filled with defiance despite the pain radiating from her shoulder. She knew this wasn't over. Raquel was right, she had pushed the limits, but she would not back down. The rivalry had escalated into something personal, and both women were ready to take it to the next level. In the weeks that followed, Raquel's words lingered in the minds of fans and competitors alike. NXT became a battleground as Raquel delivered a series of calculated attacks, showcasing her intent to dismantle Rhea both physically and psychologically. Each week brought new challenges, as Raquel's confidence grew while Rhea fought to regain her footing and retaliate. One week, Raquel confronted Rhea backstage, her tone laced with mockery. "You should have stayed down, Rhea. You had a chance to walk away, but now you've awakened a beast. You can thank yourself when I take everything you've built." Rhea, now fully healed but burning with the desire to reclaim her throne, stood her ground. "You think you've won? You think this is over? You have no idea what I'm capable of, Raquel. I won't let you take my legacy away." The tension boiled over as both women found themselves drawn into a heated war of words and physical confrontations, culminating in a series of brutal matches that pushed their limits. The rivalry reached its peak at the next takeover event, where the stakes were raised higher than ever. In a highly anticipated steel cage match, both women entered the ring with their emotions running high. The audience roared with excitement, understanding the history that had led them to this moment. Raquel and Rhea battled fiercely, trading blows and trying to escape the cage, each woman desperate to prove her dominance. As the match reached its climax, Rhea managed to gain the upper hand, delivering a series